They're going to start in like 1 minute.
Check the chat room just to make sure.
He said we're on the air.
In 1 minute. Your mic is already on, so just.
You're looking live at Jerry E. Apple Stadium on the campus of Austin College. This is Austin College Kangaroos men's soccer. I'm Bob Del Giorno, along with my producer, Alyssa King, camera person, Kaylee Smith. It's opening day for both of these teams, the visiting Howard Payne University Yellow Jackets, coached by Brandon McGibney, and your Austin College Kangaroos. Head coach is Taylor Gowen. Your starting lineups for the visiting Howard Payne Yellow Jackets, it's Adrian Vila, Zachary Holloman, Ashton Riddell, Ethan Malden, Colby Lara, David Connolly, Cameron Phipps, Farbver Singh, Dylan Massengale, Xavier Saldana, and Kylan Jones. The starters for the Roos, Pierce Ware, Jay Facundo, Marco Guzman, Dalen Lowe, Justin Adukovic, Utapin Sarma, Colin Wynn, Jesse Contreras, Patrick Bassett, and Sam Spencer. High expectations for the Kangaroos this year, and head coach Taylor Gowen, after going 6-12-2 overall last year, 4-6-1 in the conference, the SCAC. Both these are Division III NCAA teams. This game was moved because of the rain to Jerry E. Apple Stadium. Right now, cloudy skies, 83 and light rain. But there will be soccer here on the campus of Austin College. The Roos wearing their maroon jerseys with white numbers, and looking over at Howard Payne University, the Yellow Jackets are wearing gray jerseys, go figure, with blue decorations on them and a stripe down the side. And we are ready for the kickoff of Opening Day 2025. Kangaroos soccer is now underway. And kicking off will be the Howard Payne University Yellow Jackets. And it looks like they're going to kick the ball toward their teammates. They're kicking it backwards, right in the center of the Roos logo. And we're underway. Howard Payne on offense. Nice header there on defense for the Roos. Wow, what a beautiful kick. Goes all the way down to the Howard Payne University goalkeeper, Adrian Vila. He passes it over to the left side. And just underway in the first half, opening day, Congratulations, by the way, to the women's Kangaroos. They are 1-1 after winning here last night, 3-0. The Roos are going to get a shot on goal, and it's blocked by the defenseman. Now they center it, and the Roos on the attack. One of the Roos was tripped. That was Jay Facundo. And I'll make sure I get all my pronunciations right. Jay. Make sure I pronounce his name right. I get to know all these players as the season goes on. It's Facundo. Thank you. Appreciate that. I have one of the best producers, Alyssa. She does such a great job helping me with the pronunciations up here. A future Formula One announcer, I might add. Here come the Roos. On offense, on the attack. That's Marco Guzman. And it's kicked out in back of the back line. And it is off of one of the Howard Payne Yellow Jackets. And it looks like the Roos are going to get a corner kick with 43 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. The Roos attacking early here in opening day. Nice crowd on hand. These fans are awesome to come out here in the rain like this to cheer on the Roos. He tries to center it, and there's a header by one of the defensemen knocking it in back of the back line, so the Roos will get another corner kick. I always say, whatever you're doing, make sure you're ruin. And cheering for the Roos. There's a nice kick centered. A header! Oh, and it is unable to get into the net, and Howard Payne clears it over here on the near side. The Roos are going to throw it in, and it looks like Sam Spencer will have the honors. Just underway, 42 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the first half. Opening day for Kangaroo Soccer. I'm Bob Del Giorno, providing you the play-by-play on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media. And the Roos throw it in, and there's a header knocking it out of play by one of the defensemen. Shout out to Michelle Flander, our athletic director here at Austin College. She is doing such a great job with this athletic program. There's a kick in and a header and a diving save by the goalkeeper, Adrian Villa. He got parallel with the ground and robbed the Roos of a goal here early. But I like the aggressiveness and the attacking by this Roos team here opening day. Here come the Roos on offense. Handling the ball. Pass comes over to the left side. That's Dalen Lowe. Lowe on the down low. Passes it over to Guzman. Then it goes out, and then the Roos are going to throw it back in. Here's Dalen Lowe for the Roos. And he tosses it in. Passes it to his teammate. And they get it back to Lowe. Lowe passes it out to midfield. That's Jesse Contreras. Passing it over the right side. This Contreras. And the Roos trying to pass it in between the defenders for Howard Payne. Howard Payne with a steal. Nice sliding kick to get the ball back for the Roos. And then the Roos are going to kick it down to the goalkeeper, who will field it and kick it back in. I didn't mark the positions on my hand sheet. Oh, and there's a trip. And I think the Roos are going to get a free kick, and that is not a flop. Dalen Lowe took a spill. We're going to wait and see what's happening here. By the way, our goalkeeper is Patrick Bassett. He's in between the pipes. Bassett. And Bassett's going to take the ball just in front of the penalty area and pass it over to Colin Wynn. Colin Wynn over to the right side. The Roos now on offense, moving it up the field methodically. Contreras passes it over to the right side, over by the sideline, on the opposite side of the field from where we are in the press box. Here's Adukovic to midfield, passes it over to the left side. Nice pass by Sarma over to Lowe, back to Adukovic. Adukovic passes it over to Contreras. Contreras over to the right side. Here come the Roos. 40 minutes left in the first half. No score. Opening day of Kangaroo men's soccer live at the 8th wonder of the world, Jerry E. Apple Stadium. Now the kick goes back to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, for the Roos. And in the penalty area, he passes it over to the right side. The Roos now will try to move it upfield. There's a long kick downfield. They're trying to get it to Pierce Ware, but the defender is able to block it before it gets to him. Here comes Howard Payne. They kick it back to their goalkeeper, Vila. A pass. Stolen away by the Roos. Ware. The Roos now on the attack. They try to pass it across the field. Howard Payne steals it. We're down to 39 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first half. Howard Payne trying to attack, but it's stolen away by the Roos again. The Roos now will try to set up the offense with Colin Wynn. Colin Wynn passes it back to one of the defenders, who passes it back to Wynn. Wynn over to the left side to Justin Adukovic. Adukovic passes it over to Ware, back to Adukovic, all the way across the field to Contreras. Contreras passes it over to the right sideline. The Roos now on the attack. They pass it over to Ware. Ware, the midfielder, passes it down, but it's taken away by Howard Payne. There's another player taking a spill, and the Yellow Jackets from Howard Payne will throw it in. They made the trip from Brownwood, Texas, 243 miles away, a 3.5-ride bus trip. But taking a look at their bus, they were traveling in luxury from just southwest of Fort Worth, going toward Angeline, the greatest city I've ever seen. I come from Texas. The ball rolls out on the sideline over here. And it looks like the Roos are going to throw it in. Dalen Lowe will throw it in for the Austin College Kangaroos. Opening day. All the color and pageantry of Kangaroo soccer live right here on FloSports. The Roos on offense by the end line. They try to kick it toward the goal, and then somebody for Howard Payne kicks it out the back. Sky's clearing a little bit right now, but there is rain in the forecast tonight. That's why we moved it here to Jerry E. Apple Stadium, where, by the way, a week from yesterday is going to be opening day for the football team. Good luck to the Roos football team. Throwing it in. Well, it's a corner kick. There's the corner kick, centered by the Roos. A header? No, and it's knocked away. But the Roos still attacking on offense in front of the goal. A defensive play by Howard Payne. I'm going to have to check in my history book and see who Howard Payne was. I think he was one of our founding fathers. If I would have went to Austin College instead of Tulane and SMU, I would probably know. I can always ask my phone who Howard Payne is, and I promise you I'll give you a history lesson before our broadcast is over. There's a kick down to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, who is in the penalty area. He kicks it toward the center, surveys the situation with 36 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first half, just underway. Opening day for Kangaroo Soccer live on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media. By the way, Big Daddy's actually here today. He has catered the suite. This is just first-class treatment you get when you work for Big Daddy Media and you broadcast the FloSports broadcast. There's Justin Adukovic. He kicks it to midfield, back to Adukovic, over to the left side. That's Sarma, but he has it taken away by Colby Lara. Colby Lara has it taken back from him, and now it's kicked out of play, and it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to throw it in. No. Oh, yeah, they are. He just passed it to another player to throw it in. The Yellow Jackets are going to throw it in. That's David Connolly. Throws it downfield. There is a header by Dalen Lowe out of play, so Howard Payne is going to throw it back in again. Because this is a college broadcast, I will give you a history lesson for all of us Roos fans to let you know who Howard Payne is. I know a lot of you are watching us right now going, I know who he is. How does he not know? They toss it in toward the Roos goal. Nice header on defense. The Roos take it back. Another header. Here come the Roos up the field. Attacking. Guzman passes it over to Sarma. Back to Guzman, and it goes out of play. So the Roos are going to throw it in. I'll say this about this Roos attack. It's fast. Here come the Roos again. Win. Now that's Lowe. Coming up with it now is Ware. The midfielder, Ware, gets close to the net. Centers it. Now they'll pass it out, try to set it up. Guzman. A lot of passing going on there for the Roos. They're close to the net. There's a shot and a save. Ware with a shot, and what an unbelievable save by the goalkeeper, Vila, for Howard Payne. By the way, Howard Payne was an American businessman from St. Louis and the primary financial benefactor behind Howard Payne University. So there you go. He was some rich guy. Here, I thought he was like somebody who came in on the Mayflower. Money changes everything. Here's a corner kick for the Roos. And a header from one of the defenders, but he heads it over to Guzman for the Roos. Then it's kicked away by another defender, and it goes out of play on the far side of the field. 33 minutes, 58 seconds left at Jerry E. Apple Stadium. Opening day for the Austin College Roos men's soccer team. No score. Both these teams with what the little boy shot at right now. Nothing. 0-0. By the way, the wind appears to be coming out of the west at about 10 miles per hour. The rain has subsided momentarily, but we're expecting the rain to come back here pretty soon. The Roos throw it in. Now they take a shot on the goal, and it is off to the left. But a nice effort. The kick from Marco Guzman. But the goalkeeper for Howard Payne, Vila, puts it into play, and here comes the Yellow Jackets with 33 minutes left in the first half. Momentarily stolen away by Colin Wynn, but it goes out of play, and the Yellow Jackets are going to throw it back in. Nice crowd on hand, like I said, came out here in the rain. There was a header by Sarma. And every time the Yellow Jackets try to get the attack going, it looks like the defenders for the Roos do a great job of taking it back. But now this looks like the biggest threat from Howard Payne in the game so far. The Roos with a couple of headers. There's a player that goes down, and the Roos are going to throw it in with 32 minutes and 21 seconds left on the beautiful campus of Austin College in Sherman, Texas. Great place if you're looking for a college to go to. What a wonderful campus. Great college life here at this college. There's Justin Adakovich. He passes it over to Lowe. Lowe takes a shot from about 40 yards out, picked up by the goalkeeper Villa, and he's inside the goalkeeper box, handling the ball. I think he's going to kick it. And he does. With 31 minutes and 39 seconds left in the half. Goes across midfield where it's fielded by Contreras, who kicks it back to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett. Bassett puts it back into play. And the Roos will try to set up their offense. Adakovich up the left side of the field. Passes it over to the right. To Wynn. Wynn gets closer to midfield. Passes it over to the right side, way over there by the sideline. Here come the Roos, trying to set up an attack. To Ajakovic. He passes it to the middle. They try to pass it down low, and then Howard Payne kicks it back to their goalkeeper, Adrian Villa, who kicks it over to the left. 30 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Still no score. Opening day for Roos soccer, and actually the first game of the season for both these teams. Austin College hosting Howard Payne. Howard Payne trying to attack on offense, but it doesn't last long as Adakovich kicks it way downfield. A header by one of the Yellow Jackets flies out. And I'll tell you what, I've got to take my cap off to our referee, our assistant refs, and all these people with the balls all around the field. There's no shortage of soccer balls at Austin College. Thank you very much to anybody that's donated to this athletic program. Nobody has as many soccer balls as we have at Austin College, which keeps the game moving smoothly. Howard Payne now trying to attack. A pass over to the right side. This might be the first threat by the Yellow Jackets. And it's stolen away by the Roos. What a defensive play by Colin Wynn. Wynn passes it over to Sarma. Now they're going to kick it back to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett. He's my dog. I call him my Bassett Hound, our goalkeeper. Pitching a shutout right now, 29:36 left in the first half. Here's Adakovic. Passes it over to the left side to Dalen Lowe. Lowe comes out to the middle of the field, kicks it all the way over to the right. Now way over to the sideline on the right to Pierce Ware, the midfielder, the leader on this team, one of the returning stars from last year. Here's Adakovic back over to the left side to Guzman. Guzman up the left side of the field across midfield. Kicks it down a little bit lower to Sarma. Sarma to Guzman to Sarma. And then it's taken away by one of the defenders for Howard Payne, who kicks it back to the goalkeeper, Adrian Villa, who kicks it high in the air. A header attempt by Guzman. And then it goes to Adakovic, who kicks it back to Guzman. Guzman up the left side of the field, double-teamed, tries to pass it. It's stolen away and then kicked out off of Howard Payne. Nope, it's actually off the ruse. Went off of Facundo. And so Howard Payne throws it in. 28 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first half. Here come the Roos with the steal. Win. Passes it back. They're going to try to set up the offense. That's Contreras. Contreras to Aducundo. Over to the right side. There's a long kick down toward Dylan Lowe with the header. Loose on the field. We're going to get a shot on goal perhaps. Facundo. Down low back to Facundo. Wow, a little backwards kick that was really fancy, but unable to get to the net. There's a kick and a save, a header, and it goes over the goal. Are you kidding me? If I were Howard Payne right now, I'd look for another star in the East. That's a miracle that Austin College didn't get a goal on that attack, and that's going to come back to pay off for the Roos later in this game, the way they're attacking. They remind me of Evander Holyfield, a boxer, the way they're attacking. Kicking it in is Adrian Villa for Howard Payne. They're going to try to set it up. 27 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first half. No score. Live at Jerry E. Apple Stadium on the campus of Austin College. Opening day for Roos soccer. Here comes Aducundo. Passes it down toward the right side. Blocked by one of the defenders for Howard Payne. A header by a double header that time by one of the Howard Payne players. Then they kick it downfield, but it's going to go to Aducundo, who's going to kick it over to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, my dog, who kicks it downfield. To Pierce Ware, the midfielder, the star from last year's team, returning. Now they're going to dribble it up over on the right side of the field. Great ball handling by the soccer team for the Roos. Taking a little break now, working the clock. Passes it over to the right. We're inside 27 minutes, 26:37 left in the first half. Here's Adukovic. Adukovic with a nice pass down to Dalen Lowe, but it's tipped away by one of the defenders, but coming up with this Jay Facundo. Facundo passes it. Here's another pass to Sarma. Sarma to the left of the goal. Comes out with it. Kicks it back out to Guzman. Guzman to Facundo. Facundo back out to Adukovic. Adukovic passes it over to the right side. Here come the Roos on the attack. And there's a kick. Ends up off the chest of one of the defenders for Howard Payne. But the Roos get it back on the attack. Kicking it to Spencer over to the right side. Way over there on the right side of the field. The Roos with the ball. There's a kickoff. One of the defenders goes flying off toward the athletic building, and the Roos are going to throw it in. To the right of the penalty area of the goal on the sideline. They're going to throw it in. 25 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first half. We played two 45-minute halves, no overtime. If it ends in a tie, it's a tie. They throw it in, there's a header, another header, and there's a kick. Rolling up the right side, a player for each team runs after it. Oh, no, somebody shoved down one of the Roos, and it goes out, no call. Looked like Facundo got shoved down. But instead, it's Howard Payne Yellow Jackets ball. with 24:57 left in the first half. No score, 0-0. Kick goes back to the goalkeeper, Adrian Villa, who passes it over to the left side. Howard Payne has a hard time getting over by the goal. In fact, they just passed it back to their goalkeeper, and he passes it to one of their players. And here come the Roos trying to attack. There's a kick downfield. They had a player open on the far side of the field with a header. And here comes Howard Payne on the attack. Now we have a whistle. And it looks like they're going to give the ball to the Roos. And the Roos come up the other way. And for some reason, it looked like Howard Payne was taking their time. The Roos now quickly up the field are going to try to attack here with 24 minutes left. They center it, but the Roos unable to get a shot on the goal. Now we have a whistle, and they're going to give the ball to the Yellow Jackets. The goalkeeper for Howard Payne is Adrian Villa. He's got it right now inside the goalkeeper box, and he's kicking it back toward the goal. Precious time ticking away here in the first half. 23:44 left in the first half. Time flies at a soccer game. Here's the kick. Instead, he just kicks it over to the right side to one of his teammates. Howard Payne slowly tries to move it upfield, and it is kicked back toward their goalkeeper again, Villa. Villa now inside the goalie box, kicks it over to the left side. Howard Payne's going to try to come up the left side, but then it's kicked by one of the Roos out of play. As I mentioned, after this weekend, when I get my first check, I'm going to go by a pawn shop and get some binos. Got some good deals on them nowadays. Because when you look way over there, that's a long way away on the other side of the field. But I like the press box better than when we're down on the field. When they move it to the football stadium, this is first class. Especially when you have a crew like we have calling these soccer matches from Big Daddy Media. With the ball, that's the Roos. Guzman. And he passes it over to the right side. Now they get it back to Facundo. One of the defenders kicks it away momentarily. Back to Facundo. Facundo takes a spill. The official's checking on him. They're going to give the ball to the Roos. Facundo already has a bandage on his nose. He's tough. I think he's going to get a free kick. Let's see. Not quite sure. Yeah. Oh, this is huge. I think the Roos are going to get a free kick. Sam Spencer is going to try to get the penalty kick right here. Spence. Let's see if he can do it. Spencer's penalty kick. A little bit high and over the goal. 21 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first half. Opening day, Austin College, Kangaroos men's soccer. Live on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media. Bob Del Giorno with the call. My pleasure to be here with my producer, Alyssa King, camera person, Kaylee Smith, and we even have an executive producer here. Chuck Licata, the Italian stallion, is actually here helping with the broadcast. It's a huge crew we have. The Roos with the ball. They kick it down low, but the defender for Howard Payne's able to take it and try to come up the field. And he has a man open. Here's a break now for Howard Payne. The defender's getting up there for the Roos. Are they there in time? Yes, they are. It's broken up by the defender, who now falls on the ground grabbing his leg. And hopefully he's okay. Clock's still running, 20 minutes and 32 seconds left. The way they run the clock here at these soccer games in D3, I think a lot of these people have reservations at restaurants or something. We might get out of here before it's dark. If you're anywhere in the neighborhood of Sherman, Texas, I'd rush right over here for this Roos soccer match as we have a flyby here at Jerry E. Apple Stadium. All the color and pageantry of D3 men's soccer. Not every day you get a flyby. Here's a corner kick by Howard Payne on the far side of the field. Apparently the player that was injured for the Roos didn't result in any penalty against Howard Payne. It's going to be a corner kick. This might be the biggest threat of the game so far for Howard Payne. 19:35 left in the first half. Here's the corner kick. He centers it. A header. And Howard Payne trying to get a shot on goal, and very alertly, one of the defenders for the Roos kicks it out. So now they're going to throw it in. Howard Payne is. It's not going to be a corner kick. And there's a header toward the goal, and it's off to the right, and they don't score. Roos are going to take over. Moving from right to left across your screen on FloSports. 18:47 left in the first half. No score. It's a defensive battle like many of these soccer games are early in the season, especially in the first half. But there's one thing I know. Taylor Gowen will make some adjustments at halftime for the Roos. Coming in for the Roos, Chandler Sutherland. A substitution. Here come the Roos on offense. Justin Adakovic, passes it over the left side to Sutherland, back to Adakovic. Now they pass it over to the right side. As the Roos will try to make something happen here. Right now they're just trying to get it across the midfield stripe. And they do. They pass it to Facundo. Facundo passes it down to the right side. One of the Roos chases it down. Centers it. A shot by Facundo over the goal, but there was a whistle before the kick. And it's going to be Howard Payne in possession. 17:46 left in the first half. No score. Here at the eighth wonder of the world, Jerry E. Apple Stadium. Sherman, Texas, on the campus of Austin College. The Roos will throw it in on the far side of the field. And they do. Toward the net. Howard Payne tries to take possession, but Dylan Lowe takes it for the Roos. He passes it over to Braid. And there's a kick off to the right by Pierce Ware. The goalkeeper for Howard Payne, Adrian Vila, will kick it over to his right. Less than 17 minutes left in the first half, still no score. Howard Payne on offense, and the Roos make an attempt at a steal, but it is off the foot of Braid. Wow, they throw it in. Braid with a nice header. The Roos steal it. Here come the Roos. Pierce Ware passes it over to Braid. They kick it back over to the goalkeeper for Austin College, Patrick Bassett. Bassett over to the left side to Adakovic. Down to the left to Braid. They're passing it back and forth right now. Chandler Sutherland over to the right side. That's Contreras. Up the right side of the field. He stops, comes backwards, kicks it back to Justin Adakovic. Way over here to the left side to Matthew Braid. Braid kicks it way over to the right to Contreras. Contreras back to Adakovic. Adakovic kicks it over to the left to Chandler Sutherland. Sutherland to Ware. Ware back to Sutherland. Sutherland kicks it to midfield. That's Spencer who kicks it down low. One of the defenders has it momentarily, and then they kick it back to their goalkeeper, and here comes Howard Payne from left to right across your screen with 15:33 left in the first half. No score. The Kangaroos from Austin College hosting Howard Payne University Yellow Jackets. First game of the year for both teams, live on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media. There's Adakovic. Adakovic kicks it over to the right side. I apologize if I get a little excited, but there's nothing more exciting than Kangaroo soccer. Opening day. I've been waiting all year for this. Braid, back to Adakovic. Adakovic over to the right side. That's Contreras. Contreras continues to kick it up the right side of the field. And now they kick it inside the goalie box. And right now attacking is Austin College. Sutherland to the left side to Braid. Taken away by the defender for Howard Payne. They kick it up the left side of the field. The Howard Payne player chases it down. The defender scrambling downfield for the Roos. 14:26 left in the first half. There's an errant kick, and chasing it down is Matthew Braid for the Roos. And he kicks it to his teammate, Chandler Sutherland. Chandler Sutherland to Pierce Ware. Pierce Ware up the left side of the field. Here come the Roos on the attack. Matthew Braid comes to the middle of the field. The Roos have numbers. They center it. Shot down low, broken up by the defender. And the Roos still have it. Momentarily comes over to the near side of the field. And Howard Payne tries to kick it back in play, but Baird comes up with it for the Roos, passes it over to Adukovic. Adukovic over to the right side to Contreras. Passes it to the middle to Chandler Sutherland. Sutherland kicks it back to Adukovic. Adukovic with the pass to Pierce Ware. Pierce Ware kicks it down low. One of the defenders for Howard Payne comes up with it. 13 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. There's a kick down the field. Chasing it down is Justin Adukovic. Adukovic to Contreras on the right side. Contreras kicks it farther over to the right. And now they'll kick it back to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, who passes it to Adukovic. Adukovic to Pierce Ware. Back to our goalkeeper, Bassett. To the left side to Adukovic. Inside 13 minutes now in the first half. 12 minutes and 45 seconds left. This is the Roos with the ball, methodically coming up the field. Passing it over to the right side of Spencer. There's a kick on the far side of the field from one of the Howard Payne players that bounces out of play on the far side of the field about, well, close to the goalkeeper box. The goalkeeper kicks it into Adukovic. Adukovic on the left side of the field. 12 minutes and some change left in the first half, no score. Adukovic with the pass to Facundo. Facundo passes it over to the right to Sutherland. Actually, Sutherland now passes it over to the right. Looks like the Roos are going to go on the attack. Adukovic comes up the left side with the pass to Ware, and they kick it down by the goal. And wow, the goalkeeper came out, Vila, and fortunately for him, he made a save because closing in, getting ready to take a shot on the goal was Sam Spencer. 11:27 left in the half, no score. Vila with the kick from the goal. Adukovic, though, with the header for the Roos. To Ware. Ware to one of the great ball handlers, Braid. Braid to Ware. Now Howard Payne's able to take it back, but they're all over this guy like a cheap suit, and they take it back. Here come the Roos. A pass. And the goalkeeper's able, Vila, to come out and get it before Pierce Ware can get a shot on goal. Actually, that was Jay Facundo moving in for the Roos. Roos take it back. And whoa! Dalen Lowe was getting ready to take a shot on goal, and he got tripped. I wonder if they're going to give him a penalty kick. Let's see what's going on here. No, I think it's just going to be a corner kick. So the Roos are going to get a corner kick. Kicking it in from the corner on the near side is going to be Sam Spencer. The clock's still running. 10 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first half. No score. Opening day for Austin College Kangaroo men's soccer. Bob Del Giorno providing you the play-by-play right now from FloSports. And there's a shot. Goal! David Lowe with the first goal of the season for the Roos. Is it or not? They didn't call it a goal. They said no goal. Do we get a replay? What happened? They said no goal. Oh, the fans don't like it. Neither does Taylor Gowen, the coach for the Roos, or the players, and I'm kind of confused. That's all right. I'm going to tell you what I like about Taylor Gowen, our head coach. You see him down there? Telling him, shake it off like Taylor Swift. Come on. I must have missed something. It went in the net. Perhaps maybe he was too far inside the goal box, but it wasn't a goal. Let's try it again. Something tells me we're going to get another shot the way these Roos are attacking on offense. That was not a goal. At least I had a chance to practice for when we get one. I was all excited. But I got to take my cap off to our Roos soccer team. Look how they handled it. Great sportsmanship. Now, the Roos are going to throw it in close to the net. There's a header. The Roos attacking. They're in front of the net. One of the defenders for Howard Payne with a header. Whoa, trying to chase it down and get into it is Contreras for the Roos. Fans now starting to get into it. The sun is shining. All of a sudden, we have sunny skies here at Jerry E. Apple Stadium. Roos with the ball. Taken away by Howard Payne. They kick it downfield, but it's going to go to one of the Roos, Jesse Contreras. Contreras kicks it over to the right side to Spencer. Spencer centers it. Off the chest of one of the Roos. They center it again. The Roos down there by the penalty area. There's a kick, and it's just over the goal. That was close. But Dalen Lowe's shot on goal went over the goal. A player shaken up on the field right now for the Roos. The trainers are coming out. They stopped the clock. 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. No score. If you're just tuning into FloSports, just about a minute ago, it looked like the Roos scored the first goal of the game, but apparently, any reason why the goal didn't count?
They said we were offside.
Oh, it was an offsides call. I should have known that. 5 lashes with an enchilada, wet enchilada for me. My producer's probably going to critique me after this broadcast, Alyssa King. She's going to tell me I should have known it was offsides. Hey, shout out to Jeff Kelly, Jeff Kelly, our SID, for telling me it was offside. From now on, when I don't know, I'm going back to Kelly. I'm going back to Kelly. I don't think so. He's going to have to come to me. I'm mic'd up. 7:22 left in the first half. No score. And I guess it wasn't offside. It looked like the Roo player was like standing in front of the net when the ball came to him. So it was actually a good call. Kick goes back to the goalkeeper for the Roos, Patrick Bassett. Puts it back in play. Here come the Roos with 7 minutes left here in the first half. No score with the sun shining all of a sudden. 80-something degrees out there. Humid, too, but we're up here in the air-conditioned press box at Jerry E. Apple Stadium. Opening day for soccer for the men. It's been exciting. Still no score, though. There's a kick all the way downfield, not a play. To my left from my vantage point. So I guess after this game, the Howard Payne Yellow Jackets will just travel back to their hometown, Brownwood. They should be back, I would think, before the 10 o'clock news or close to it because we started at 5:30. No. But I don't know what comes on TV about 11 o'clock at night. That's past my bedtime. 6:16 and counting left in the first half. The Roos are going to throw it in. Sam Spencer. Sun went back behind the clouds again. The fans yelling, "Let's go Roos." Directing traffic is Spencer. And he throws it in toward the net. Nice toss. There's a header by one of the defenders. And it bounces. Spencer with the header. There's a kick toward the goal. Another kick by a defender. Chasing it down are the Roos with a header. Wow, a nice backwards kick by Guzman, but it goes to one of the Howard Payne players. Now they're jousting back and forth. That's Guzman. There's a kick. Howard Payne trying to set up their offense, but Spencer takes it away from him. Now there's a whistle as Spencer got tripped up. So we got 5 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first half. No score here. In case you don't know where we're at, Sherman, Texas, Grayson County, on the campus of Austin College. Spencer with the kick. Header on defense. Flies off the field on the far side of the field on the side of the goal. So it'll be a corner kick for Austin College. I think that's Richard Perez is in there now. Is that who that is kicking it in? The kick goes to Ware. Ware centers it. The defender kicks it back. Ware gets it back. Now it ends up with the Roos attacking on offense. Spencer with a kick deflected. Off to the left, and it rolls out of play. 4:27 left in the first half. Austin College nothing. Howard Payne nothing. Austin College with a corner kick. I would expect the second half to have more offense than the first half, especially this being the first game of the year. There's a kick, centered. A defensive header. Picked up by Ware. Ware kicks it over to the right side, centered. A header by Diego Rios in the game, but it goes over the net. Nice try. But the goalkeeper, Adrian Vila, will, inside the goalie box, kick it back in play with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half, no score. They don't go back into the locker room at halftime. They just kind of meet by the bench. There's a header. A header by the defense. Header by the Roos. That was 3 headers in a row. 4 headers in a row. There's a lot of headers out there right now. The Roos attacking on offense. The defensive header. Here comes, oh, no, it bounces by and grazes one of the Howard Payne players. So the Roos are going to throw it in with 2:55 left. Throwing it in for Austin College is Braid. Passes it over to the left side to Guzman. Guzman. Oh, a sliding steal and kicked out of play. Nice play by the defender for Howard Payne. Howard Payne wearing gray jerseys with white numbers, and it is, when they're far away from you, it's impossible to see their number. I should be a soccer uniform designer. I would design them for us announcers. Here's a corner kick for the Roos. This is a great opportunity here. Flies by the goal off the head of one of the Howard Payne Yellow Jackets, out of play on the far side near the football field 10-yard marker. 2 minutes left in the first half. The Roos are going to throw it in this time. And running over there to throw it in is Sam Spencer. All the players but 2 other players for Austin College were near the net. There's the center, and kicked out by a defender. Chased down by Marco Guzman, who kicks it all the way back to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, who's about 35 yards away from the goal. He came out to get it. Here are the Roos on the attack with 1:30 left. High kick toward the goal. Oh, and it's off the head of a defender, as the Roos had a good chance at getting a shot on goal, trying to make a header to knock it in was Matthew Braid, but Adrian Vila for Howard Payne's going to kick it in from inside the goalie box with 1 minute and 3 seconds and counting left in the first half, no score. Vila's kick, line drive kick to about midfield, a header by Ware for Austin College to Contreras. Contreras to Lowe, and there's a shot, but the defender breaks it up for Howard Payne. Now we're down to 37 seconds. Quickly, if you're Austin College, you can get this corner kick in. We're down to 30 seconds. Maybe get a shot on goal right before the half. Give yourself some momentum going into the half. Here's the corner kick. Nice kick. Header attempt no good. There's a shot on goal that goes flying over the goal by Chandler Sutherland. Now we're down to 10 seconds left, and goalkeeper Adrian Villa is just holding the ball. The final seconds are going to tick off the clock. Villa just kicks it to one of his players, and it's halftime. It's halftime at Apple Stadium on the campus of Austin College. Opening day for men's soccer for the Kangaroos. And at halftime, it's Austin College nothing, Howard Payne nothing. We're going to throw it to a break. But I want to remind you that you're listening and watching. Some people listen like in their automobiles while they're driving, they log on. But this is Austin College Kangaroo Soccer on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media.
I just found out like 2 hours ago we had a bunch of jersey changes.
Oh, you did?
unless you're cold and then need my jacket. When did you go? I think it's so funny how I'm literally like, I'm so happy to share my clothes all the time that I'm like, oh, do you need a jacket? Take the one off my body. I think that's my love language, is like giving my clothes to people. It just makes like
I like the clothes. Especially when they look good on them too. Like I'm always like.
and it actually that part pisses me off because why are you looking so good in my clothes? Because somebody else is gonna see me wear that and all of a sudden it's not a cute shirt anymore. It doesn't come with the body.
What'd you end up eating?
My leftover from Olive Garden. I'm gonna go and get Maya's protein ice cream. And then
From Target. Or was it from Target?
okay, the one that I'm thinking of is from Kroger. And I'm lucky going to Kroger because it's closer.
No, I didn't know about. I've just seen it on TikTok and it's like, go to Target. I saw it during the summer, but I've wanted to try it. So send me what it is. 'Cause I
Yeah.
definitely want to try it.
Because Mika told me that that's what she gets. Because I posted it on my story. McKenna! McKenna! Yeah, that was funny. Hello. I'm about to leave. No, I'm going home. Where at? McKenna just sniffs it out, I swear. What a shame. 15? Oh, wait, all of that? Interesting. Huh. Let me think on that. I was like, for 3 blizzards, that's terrible. The 3 buses?
I am so hungry. Do I just want to eat?
Mine's a little, like a white girl speaks a little extra. You know, what's up, please? I'm just kidding. I'm not though. That sounds really good. Well, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna surprise Maya with that. She stormed out because she's mad. So I got them to grab me a t-shirt that I'll give her.
Why was she mad? Even whenever we got home, I could tell she was mad. She like heated up her mood and like went straight into her room.
Yeah, she was just like annoyed that like, well, I think she was annoyed that I was like, guys, like, don't shoot around while people are talking coach. Like, I just, like,
Oh,
you know, like, it's not big, but like, coaches don't like when people are dribbling while they're talking. And I know it's not talking to a group of people, but it's a conversation. But like, the camp is about them. So I was like, guys, just wait 20 more minutes.
No, yeah.
Like, or go to sit. Like, you know, it's like there's an easy solution here. And then people were, is this recording still? This is for the team, right?
No, this is for like the broadcast. But we're on halftime. So isn't there like commercials going on?
Well, if they can hear me, they don't know who I am. So it's fine. Anyways, and people were like complaining and wanting to just play. So I don't even know. It was, I think I just told her that people were just like complaining about it. Like she thought it just wasn't that deep. She was like, it's just like everybody's being babies. So I didn't hear her. So I guess she was back. Yeah, she was upset, but oh well. So I got her this t-shirt and I'm gonna buy her ice cream. And I told her to get a couple bunnies.
No, look at you.
I know, the best. I think it's like so fun being a good little bunny. Like I find so much joy from it. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad. So
Cool.
all right.
We're back live at Apple Stadium at Stephen F. Austin. It's halftime. And this is Kangaroos men's soccer on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media. I'm Bob Del Giorno. I want to apologize because I wrote down my own roster this morning, and actually this is the first game of the year. I should have known. I should have checked. They had some changes. So a couple of the names for the Roos, the whole first half I had wrong. I am going to re-announce our starting lineup for the Roos again. because I messed it up, a couple of the names. Or I could just tell you the two names I messed up. But the starters were Pierce Ware, Jeremiah Facundo, Marco Guzman, Dalen Lowe, Justin Audukovic, Udapian Sarma, Colin Wynn, Jesse Contreras, Patrick Bassett, Sam Spencer, and Richard Perez. But some substitutes came in, and I had their names wrong, and I apologize. For instance, I was saying that number 19 was Garza, and it was actually, and he played really good in the first half, Diego Rios. So, Mr. and Mrs. Rios, I apologize, but I have it straight now. And there were a couple other changes. But, hey, if that's the worst thing that happens tonight, it's going to be a great Labor Day tomorrow. We appreciate you watching. I'm Bob Del Giorno. I'll have the play-by-play as we get ready for the second half right now. Our producer is Alyssa King. She is a future Formula One driver. Kaylee Smith, a star on our Ruse women's basketball team, also running the camera. And a special shout-out to Jeff Kelly, our sports information director, from Austin College. When I thought there was a goal, there was an offside, he came in and told me it was offside, and he corrected my lineup, which I now have correct. And we're ready for the second half. 0-0 is our score. And we play 45-minute halves. Second half coming up. Shout out to all the fans that are here watching us and all the fans watching us live on FloSports. And it'll be the Ruse ball to start the second half. And the Ruse are moving from our left to our right across your screen from FloSports. Tell your friends about us. I would subscribe to the whole year from FloSports and let it flow. Man, I'm telling you, we've got some action for you. So we're just about ready to get underway. The crowd, which was very boisterous in the first half, sounds like a hung jury right now. The sun trying to break through. 83 degrees right now. Partly cloudy. We were supposed to have rain between 6 and 7, but it cleared out. Our referee rolls the ball in to the Ruse. Pierce Ware at center is going to kick it into play. And we will be underway here in a minute. And they kick it back, and the Ruse are on offense. Here we go. Kick comes downfield. A couple of players make an attempt at a header. Apparently it was off one of the Ruse. So Howard Payne will throw it in. The Howard Payne Yellow Jackets, all the way from Brownwood, Texas. Ball deflected into the crowd. But it isn't like baseball. You've got to throw it back, even though we have a bunch of balls. Hey, I can actually see the guy's number for Howard Payne because he was close to me. Throwing it in was Phipps, Cameron Phipps. But now it's the Ruse on offense. Just underway here in the second half. Coming up the field with it. Centered to Guzman. Now it's taken away by Howard Payne. Ruse doing a good job of keeping it on the side of the field. Oh, by the goal for Howard Payne. What a kick. Are you serious? From the goalkeeper for the Ruse. He's got a good leg. Actually, that was the goalkeeper for Howard Payne with that good kick that last time, Adrian Vila. But here come the Ruse on the attack. On offense, Perez kicks it over to the left side, and it's stolen away by Howard Payne up the right side of the field. Here come the Yellow Jackets now. Looks like one of their biggest threats of the game. They kick it down low. I think we're going to have an offside, though. So they kicked it into the net, no goal. It's going to be offside. So the Ruse are going to kick it in. Patrick Bassett inside the goalkeeper box. There's a player shaking up on the field here. And let's see if he's going to be okay. The trainer didn't come out. He's all right. It's Pierce Ware. He's stretching. Maybe just a cramp. He's going to come off and get hydrated. Coming in will be Chandler Sutherland. I think it might just be a cramp, the way he's coming off. Give him some pickle juice. Join me for some other tips on how to hydrate. Patrick Bassett's going to kick it in for the Roos. Kicks it over to the right side to Adukovic. Adukovic passes it over to the left. Now the Roos try to kick it way downfield. It's going to be picked up by Adrian Vila, the goalkeeper, for Howard Payne. Howard Payne trying to work on offense. Great defense by Chandler Sutherland, but they're able to get away. But now they get it back. The Roos. That's Sutherland. Oh, he's knocked down. No call, but he gets up and saves it, passes it over to Guzman. Marco Guzman kicks it over to the right, deflected by one of the defenders. Now we got a whistle. Hey, at least I got my numbers correct for the Roos in the second half. You future sportscasters, don't be like me, a 44-year veteran. Get the roster and line up from the sports information director, not yourself off the website. There's a kick by Austin College's Sam Spencer to the center right in front of the net, and a great defensive play by one of the Yellow Jackets with a header, but the Roos still have it on offense. They center it. They try to kick it down low. One of the defenders kicks it out. And the Roos are trying to take it back, and they do get it back. They kick it downfield, and it goes to the goalkeeper, Vila, who kicks it out. But now the Roos get it back. Here come the Roos on the attack. And there's a shot on goal, and it's saved, and then kicked out. That was Richard Perez. Had a great attempt, but it was saved. But the Roos are going to get a corner kick with 40 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. No score. Opening day for Austin College Roos men's soccer, live on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media. The biggest streaming sports company around. There's a shot on goal off a header, but it goes over the net. It was a nice pass by Pierce Ware, and one of the Roos had a chance at a header, but it flew over the goal. And Howard Payne's going to have it. We're inside 40 minutes left in the game. Here come the Yellow Jackets up the right side of the field. But the Roos steal it back. That's Perez. Perez passes it over to the right side to Guzman. Guzman handling the ball, kicks it back out to Adukovic, who passes it down low. Howard Payne steals it momentarily, but the Roos get it back. That's Jesse Contreras. Contreras kicks it back to Justin Adukovic, over to the right side to Marco Guzman. Guzman to Chandler Sutherland, back to Adukovic. Kicks it back to the goalkeeper, my dog, Patrick Bassett. Over to the left side. The Roos on offense. Here's Adukovic. Adukovic slowly brings it up, kicks it over to the right side, back to Adukovic. 38 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game, no score. Pass over to the left side to Contreras. Contreras with a pass that's deflected. Now the Roos with the ball coming up the left side of the field, and it looked like Chandler Sutherland was tripped. And let's see what the officials decide to do here. And they're going to have a free kick, but it's about 38 yards from the goal on the far side of the field. It's a tough kick. Let's see how he does. Centered. Header on defense. The Roos take it over. Nice header attempt by Guzman. Comes over to the near side of the field where Chandler Sutherland chases it down, and it gets kicked out of play, and the Roos are going to throw it in. That's Richard Perez going to – well, I thought it was going to be Richard Perez, but now they're going to let Sam Spencer throw it in. Spencer throws it in to Chandler Sutherland, to Spencer. Spencer kicks it all the way back to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, for the Roos. We're down to 37 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game. Bassett with a line drive kick down the left side of the field. One of the defenders for Howard Payne with a good header to stop it from getting to the Roo player that was headed down toward the goal. There's a loose ball picked up by Perez, who kicks it over to the left side. A header by one of the Howard Payne players. And the Roos take it back and kick it back. And there's a kick up to the right side toward Richard Perez. Perez chases it down on the near side, keeps it in play, hustles after it, collides with – whoa! He collided with one of the Yellow Jackets who threw Perez down. Are you serious? Tempers are flaring out there on the field at Apple Stadium. He might want to play American football. But there's still no call. They're going to let Howard Payne kick it in from the corner. I guess they let you get a little physical. You young people watching the broadcast, you want to play Olivia Newton-John Physical. That was a great song. Alyssa, our producer, can play it on her phone on her way home tonight. She'll love it. That was a great song. Couple of headers back and forth right now. There's a kick, real nice kick, over the head. Spencer did it. It was one of those scissors kicks without leaving his feet. Here's Guzman. Guzman kicks it over to the right side, and it's kicked out. He was trying to pass it to Udapan Sarma. Goes out of play. The Roos are going to put it back in play. Richard Perez heads over to the corner. He's going to have a corner kick. So this is a nice opportunity for the Roos here with a corner kick. 35 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game, no score. Let's see if they can't center it and get a good shot on goal. I could stand up, but I don't want to block my camera shot in back of me. So I'm just kind of leaning forward up here in the luxurious press box. There's the corner kick and a defender with the header. But it heads toward Guzman, who kicks it back over to the right side. The Roos on offense. That's Perez. And there's a shot and a save by the goalkeeper, Vila, for Howard Payne. He throws a long pass downfield instead of kicking it. Header by Adukovic. And some of the players for Howard Payne with headers and hitting it. And now we got a whistle. They're going to give the ball to the Yellow Jackets. 35 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. No score. Got to take my cap off to the defenders and the goalkeepers so far in this game for both teams. If you like defense, this is your kind of game. Howard Payne tries to center it, but it flies in back of the goal, so the Roos are going to get it. Goalkeeper Patrick Bassett's going to kick it into play, I think, inside the goalie box. Kicks it over to the right side to Sam Spencer. Spencer up the right side of the field. Spence stops, kicks it toward the middle of the field to teammate Colin Wynn. All the way over to the left. Big kick downfield, and it's taken away by Howard Payne. They kick it back to their goalkeeper, Adrian Vila, who now passes it over to the left side. And Howard Payne tries to get it upfield, but it's stolen away by Guzman. And they kick it back to Vila, the goalkeeper, who kicks it downfield, a line drive. An attempted header missed by one of the Howard Payne players. It rolls out of play. So the Roos, unless it was off the Roos, will throw it in. Now the Roos are going to throw it in on the far side of the field. Down to 33 minutes and 49 seconds. No score. Pass goes in to Justin Adukovic, and he kicks it back to the goalkeeper for the Roos, Patrick Bassett passes it over to the left side. Here come the Roos on the far side of the field. They kick it toward midfield. It's deflected. Howard Payne comes up with it momentarily, but the Roos are able to take it back on the far side. Now it's kicked out of play, and it's going to be the Roos ball with 33 minutes and 17 seconds left. No time on the clock. The youngsters out there playing on a scooter, riding around the stadium. The rain has subsided. It's a great night for soccer here at Jerry Apple Stadium. Here comes Howard Payne on offense. We were all talking at halftime about how it's hard to read the numbers on their jerseys. And there's somebody that went down for Howard Payne after the kick on the far side of the field, but they're still continuing play. There's a shot an errant shot that goes to the left of the goal, but Howard Payne gets it. They center it. And jumping up and making a great pick on the ball is my dog, Patrick Bassett, a.k.a. Patrick Bassett Hound, playing a great job in the net. Here come the Roos. And chased down by Chandler Sutherland. Taken away by one of the Howard Payne players. There's a collision. Sutherland is mowing him down like a row of trees in the forest over here in Grayson County, just running into people, knocking them down. Hey, this is a physical sport. And Howard Payne's going to throw it in with 32 minutes and 4 seconds left. They stopped the clock. And I'm trying to wonder why they stopped the clock. There was an injured player, but he came off. All right, they start the clock. They're letting Howard Payne kick it in or throw it in. As the clock is running. Looks like he's going to kick it. He doesn't want to throw it. He wants to kick it. Why not? Left-footed kicker. Nice kick. Centers it. Couple of headers by Howard Payne. They have it in front of the net. And what a great play by one of the Roos to head it softly to the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett. Bassett rolls it over to Justin Adukovic. Passes it over to the left. Here come the Roos up the far side of the field. Now they kick it back to a defender. They come up the left side of the field. I like this offense. Trying to set something up. And they will, because here's Spencer. Kicks it downfield, but there's nobody down there but a defender for Howard Payne. He kicks it up high in the air on the far side of the field. It bounces, and then, a nice header by the Roos. And it's taken back by one of the defenders for Howard Payne. He passes it. They kick it over to the right side. The Roos trying to stay on the attack over here. Nice sliding kick over there, kicking it out of play. That's a great effort. 30 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. No score. First game of the year for the Austin College Kangaroo men's soccer team. Still waiting for our first score. Both teams playing great defense. The goalkeeper's playing great. But something tells me it's not going to end in a no-score tie. We'll have to wait and see. That's Colin Wynn. Passes it over to the left side. They pass it down low to Sarma. Now it rolls out of play on the far side of the field. It is off of one of the Howard Payne players. And the Roos are going to throw it in. I think they're going to let Sam Spencer throw it in over there on the far side. He's level with almost with the end line of the goalkeeper box. And he throws it in toward the center. A defender with a header for Howard Payne. A header by one of the Roos. And the Roos keep it on the attack. They have it. And here's a center shot. Shot on goal, saved. Pass went to Colin Wynn, but His kick was just to the right of the goal. We're inside 30 minutes left in the game, 29 minutes and 15 seconds left. Still no score. Austin College hosting Howard Payne. Howard Payne with the ball. They kick it up the right side of the field, but the Roos with a header almost get it back, but it goes back to Howard Payne. They're working it up the right side of the field. Oh, and one of the Roos cuts off the Yellow Jacket player over there on the far side, but it's off the Roos. So we're going to get a corner kick to the side of the Roos goal for Howard Payne. A right-handed kicker. Let's see what happens here. 28 minutes and 35 seconds left, no score. You need a big defensive play here. If you're a Roos, there's a header, a kick goes over the goal. And the attack has ended. Some substitutes going to come in now for the Roos. Alejandro Baracachia comes in, and so does Luis Garza Rios for the Roos. It's Alejandro Baracoche. What did I say? I'm going to tell you what, my producer, she's tough. I mean, she's keeping me in line. Hey, look, everybody needs a boss. You know that. Here's a steal. And the Roos steal it back. Somebody knocks Sam Spencer over. No call. He gets up. The only thing hurt is his pride. Here's Marco Guzman. Guzman for the Roos. Kicks it to Luis Garza Rios. Back to Sutherland. Sutherland to Adukukovic. Now it ends up with Marco Guzman. The Roos trying to get an attack going. And there's a player tripped as taking the spill for Howard Payne was Dylan Messengill. So he's going to get to kick it in deep in the Yellow Jackets territory with 26 minutes and 45 seconds left. There's his left-footed kick. Goes all the way down toward the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, inside the goalkeeper box. He throws it over to the left side. Quickly up the field come the Roos, trying to set something up on offense. They kick it down low, and the goalkeeper, Adrian Vila, comes out and gets it inside the goalkeeper box for Howard Payne. He kicks one, goes past midfield, but back deep, fielding it are the Roos, and then they kick it downfield to midfield. Both teams having a hard time getting a good shot on goal the whole game. We've had some shots on goal, but the only close threat was the Roos scored an apparent goal that was called back because of an offside. Besides that, it's been all defense, although about 41 yards away from the goal, Howard Payne is going to get a free kick here. And I don't think he's close enough to get it into the goal from there. He's probably going to pass it. And he does, right in front of the goal. But nobody can get it but the goalkeeper, Bassett, for the Roos. And there's a player for Howard Payne laying down just about 6 yards in front of the goal. He's shaken up. Clock's still running. And they're checking on him. Now the whistle blows, and they're going to stop the clock with 25 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second half. The trainers run out onto the field for Howard Payne. You're watching Austin College Kangaroo men's soccer, the opening game of the 2025 season, live here at Jerry E. Apple Stadium. Normally, we would be playing at Dr. Jack R. Peace Memorial Complex, but we had a lot of rain this weekend here in Sherman, Texas. So the women's game last night and the men's game tonight was moved over here to the football field. And once again, I just want to thank the wonderful people at Austin College for allowing us to do the games here on FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media. I can't say enough about Michelle Flanders. She does such a great job, the athletic director here at Austin College. And I don't know of any SID, Sports Information Director, better than Jeff Kelly. What a great job he does. By the way, the player's shaking up coming off on his own power. And I'd be disingenuous if I didn't shout out right now to our producer tonight, Alyssa King, who is doing an unbelievable job, along with our camera person, Kaylee Smith. They call them the dynamic duo. Me, I'm a bum. But that's okay. I enjoy calling the games for you here on Big Daddy Media with Flow Sports. Here come the Roos. 24 minutes and 59 seconds left. They go up the right side. It's off of one of the players from Howard Payne, so the Roos are going to kick it back in. Make sure you come to all the athletic events if you're a Roos fan. You got football starting next Saturday. We got the men's and women's soccer going on, volleyball. Did I say girls? I meant women's, men's and women's. I think I said women's. I do high school too. They changed from girls to women's from high school to college. Here's Spencer. Tries to center it, and it's off the goalkeeper's hands and out of place. We're going to get a corner kick for the Roos here with 24 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. And here's the corner kick for the Crimson and Gold Roos. Nice kick. A header over the net. Oh, nice effort by Luis Garza Rios, but it goes over the net. Still 0-0 with 23:45 left in the game. Like I said, if you like defense, this is great. I wonder what the over and under on this game was in Vegas for entertainment purposes only. Right now, if I put one out, it would be one. One goal is what I'm anticipating before the final 23 minutes and 27 seconds tick off. However, my producer, Alyssa, says it's going to be a tie, 0-0. Usually she's right, especially when pronouncing names like Alejandro. Here come the Yellow Jackets up the right side of the field, but the ball rolls out of, well, it didn't roll out of play. The Roos kicked it to goalkeeper Patrick Bassett. He's got a good leg, too. If I were Bassett, I'd try out for the football team, too. He could kick on Saturdays. He's got a real good leg. And look, he's going to kick it downfield. He doesn't have players waiting for him for a pass. Let's see how far he can kick it. And nice kick. Wow, he kicked it all the way 6 yards past midfield. Here come the Roos. Fast break. Headed toward the goal. The shot just missed. Luis Garza Rios raced down the field for the Roos and just missed to the left of the goal. But the Roos are going to get a corner kick. That guy's fast. He's so fast. When he was little, his mom would turn the light switch off at night. When she put him to bed, he was under the covers before the lights went out. Here's the center kick. A header, out of play. It's going to be Howard Payne with possession with 21 minutes and 56 seconds left. Opening day for the Roos men's soccer team. Live at Jerry E. Apple Stadium on Flow Sports, powered by Big Daddy Media. I'm Bob Del Giorno bringing you the play-by-play. Opening day for both teams. Here come the Yellow Jackets, but the Roos applying some tough defense. That's Colin Wynn. And the Roos are really aggressive on defense. And there's coming up with the steal downfield, Justin Adukovic, and now it rolls all the way past the end. So it's going to be a corner kick for, no, they're going to just throw it in. The Yellow Jackets threw it in. No corner kick. They center it. Header by the Roos. And this is a attack effort by the Yellow Jackets. They center it. A header. A kick. Defended by Okakovic. Knocked down by the Roos. Here come the Roos the other way. Alejandro Barracoche passes it on the left side. Oh, and there's somebody sliding into the Roo player, and they kick it out of play. Spencer took a spill on that one. He had his feet taken out from under him. 20 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. Still no score. Coming out of the game, getting a great hand for the Roos is Jay Facundo. He's being replaced by Max Mundorf. Mad Max into the game. And he's mad. He wants a shot at a goal. They pass in, and there's a header before it gets to Max Mundorf. But the Roos are going to throw it back in. Here on the sideline right in front of me. That's going to be Vadeep Mundadi throwing it in. Who I was calling something else in the first half. I'm sorry, Mundadi. You've been playing great. Keep it up. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Less than 20 minutes left in the game. No score. Actually, they look a little more fired up than they've been the whole game. The Roos kick it out of play on the near side. This is the most important part of the game. This is where physical fitness comes in. This is going to be whoever wants it the most, who's ever in the best condition. There's a kick downfield, a header, and it's kicked out of play. I love the pushing and shoving going on down there. These guys are giving it 100%. Now we're inside 20 minutes left in the game. Still no score. The referee's discussing something. And a substitute coming into the game. That's Jeremiah Facundo back into the game, which is a good thing. Uh-oh, here's a steal by the Yellow Jackets. Look out. Shot on goal, deflected, and it goes out to the right of the goal. So it's going to be the Roos ball. Still 0-0. 18 minutes and 30 seconds left. Opening day. Men's soccer for both the Austin College Roos and the Howard Payne University Yellow Jackets. No score. And here's a corner kick on the far side of the field for Howard Payne. And it's headed out of play. I think it's off the Roos. So now let's see what they're going to do. They're going to kick it. Another corner kick on the near side of the field now. Clock still running inside 18 minutes. 2 45-minute halves. There will be no OT. This is regular season. So if we're going to get some goals, we've got to get them pretty soon. The kick is centered. Taken away by the Roos momentarily. But Howard Payne gets it back on the near side of the field. They center it. There's a header. Saved by Bassett. By the way, do you hear that noise in the background? You hear the train? That is the 708 right on time here in Sherman, passing through. Now we got a whistle. We had a flyby earlier with a Cessna. We got the 708 train rolling through town. We actually had 2 flybys. What a great neighborhood this campus is in. Kicking it in is the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett, for the Roos. 16:51 and counting left in the game. Line drive kick up the right side. Coming to get it is Mundadi. Taken back away by the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets offensively, late in the game, look like they're playing better than they did earlier, but the Roos turn them away again. That's Sutherland with a steal. Sutherland passes it to Facundo. Now on the middle of the field, the Roos with the ball on the attack. Over to the right side to Guzman. I'm sorry, that's Modandi. The kick goes all the way over to the right. It's going to go out. Mundadi. That's his name, Mundadi. There's a header. Nice kick, though, by the Roos. The Roos got it now. Sutherland kicks it over to the left side. Centered by the Roos. They got a shot on goal! The Roos score! The first goal of the game. 1-0. Austin College with the lead. The goal scored by Luis Garza Rios. And it's 1-0. It was only a matter of time. Opening day, Austin College, Kangaroo men's soccer. Luis Garza Rios with the goal. Nothing beats the excitement of Austin College Roos men's soccer. Opening day. They're going to be partying on the square down in Sherman if this score holds up. Probably at the sorority and fraternity houses, too. Of course, they'll just, I'm sure, have punch and snacks. Our kids are so well behaved here at this college. You're looking for a great college to send your kids, I'd send them to Austin College. Uh-oh. Threatening now, all of a sudden, Howard Payne. 15:35 left. Nice job on defense by the Roos, kicking it out of play, Sam Spencer. 1-0. Austin College with the lead here at Jerry Apple Stadium. Howard Payne's going to throw it in. You can't take your foot off the gas if you're the Roos. But right now you got to play defense. Howard Payne throws it in. A header, and it's picked off inside the goal by Patrick Bassett. Long pass down the field. The Roos getting very aggressive here. They're not letting up. That's Mundorf. Mundorf up the left side of the field. Mundorf doing a great job. Double teamed. He's still going. He centers it. They kick it back to the left. Stolen away by Howard Payne, though. They try to come upfield with it. 14:30 left in the game. 1-0. The Roos with the lead. Perez with the kick. Just misses. 14:22 left in the game. It's Austin College 1, Howard Payne nothing. Can the Roos start off the season 1-0? You bet they can. Last year they finished 6-12-2 overall, 4-6-1 in conference. Last season they knocked on the door. This year they could kick it in the fourth year of their head coach. Taylor going. Stolen away by the Roos on the far side. The surface is wet. One of the players slips, but he's back up. Roos with the ball. Pass goes over to Sutherland. Sutherland kicks it back to Adukovic. Back over to the left side. Right now it looks like the Roos are content to work the clock. 13:49 left. And they'll kick it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Why not? Patrick Bassett. Bassett passes it over to the right to Adukovic. Back to Bassett. Over to the left side. 13:30 left. And unless Howard Payne comes up and tries to steal it, you might as well just work the clock. There's a pass to Wynn. Wynn defended. Now they're applying pressure. So now the Roos are going to have to do something. They kick it back to Bassett. He's going to have to try to – he passes it over the left side. Now the Roos are going to have to get aggressive again because they're playing defense. against him. There's the pass to Wynn. Wynn comes up the middle of the field toward midfield. Now kicks it in the middle of the field. A header on defense, though. Now a header on offense for the Roos. The Roos with the ball way over there on the far side of the field. That's Sarma. Coming up the left side. The Roos. They center it. Shot on goal. Roos. Was that Sam Spencer with the goal? Rios? It was Rios. Luis Garza Rios with his second goal. One more and he's got a hat trick. He's going to go to the Catholic Church later today, and they're going to canonize him as a saint. Are you kidding me? Was it Luis Garza Rios again? Unbelievable game with 12:37 left. I don't care what happens. Luis Garza Rios is our player of the game. Unbelievable. 2-0. The Roos with the lead. Playing offense. Playing defense, attacking like the greatest military in the world, the United States. This is like the greatest Labor Day weekend in Sherman, Texas history over here on the campus of Austin College. Here are the Roos playing defense now. Up 2-0 with 11:57 left. If Rios could get a hat trick, this would be unbelievable, man. You know that's never happened on an opening day game in soccer here. Here come the Roos. Up the far side of the field. Now to the middle of the field. There's a pass to Wynn. Now they stop play. It's going to be the Roos ball. 11:31 left. No scores at all in the first half. The Roos come out in the second half, score 2 goals by Luis Garza Rios. Thunderfoot is what they call him. The crowd really appreciating this. What a great game. Now the clock is stopped. Coming off the field for Austin College is Udapon Sarma. Coming into the game is Max Mundorf. Mad Max Mundorf with the orange shoes. I don't know if that's orange or not. What color is that? Kind of like neon shoes. That's why they call him Mad Max with the neon shoes. There's a free kick down low, header by the defenders. Coming up the other way are the Yellow Jackets, but it's taken back away. Mundorf with it. Passes it over to the left side. Shot knocked down by one of the defenders. Yellow Jackets kick it out. 11:15 left. But the Kangaroos are playing great defense here. I'm going to tell you something. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're ruined. Free attendance. You know, you can come to the football game Saturday at no charge. We need to pack this place. I'd rather go to a Roos game. I almost said the Cowboys, but we them boys. I can't do it. There's a kick down low. Picked up by the goalkeeper, Patrick Bassett. Pass over to the right side. By the way, can all of us stop and pray for the Texas Longhorn fans today? We're okay. We're just having a hard time getting over that loss. It'll be okay. It's going to still be arch madness. It's arch sadness right now. Longhorns are coming back next week. And they're going to win the rest of their games. Remember who told you. They throw the ball in. A couple of headers down low. We have a whistle. The shoe flies off of Spencer. You ought to be like me and just get the slip-ons. That's the new style now. Kicking it in is Bassett, the goalkeeper for the Roos. We're inside 10 minutes, 9:54 left. The Kangaroos less than 10 minutes away from winning the first game of the year. They're up 2-0 here. Working the clock now. They kick it back to Bassett. Bassett, the goalkeeper, kicks it over to the left. Only Roo players over there. And the Roos come up the far side of the field. They pass it to Mundorf, who passes it over to the left side, down low. Oh, no, it's Garza again. This time he centers it. And the Roos have it on the right side of the field. He wrestles with a defender, and no whistle. It flies out. I will say this. This has been a physical game. A lot of contact down there. That was Jeremiah Facundo down there wrestling with the player from Howard Payne. The Roos are going to kick it in. 8:46. They stop the clock for a second. It's running again. This would be a good chance to get a shot on goal. He centers it with the kick. Header. And the Roos now take it back out, and they'll have to reset it up. Kick high in the air, and hey, the Yellow Jacket player hit it with his hand. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Actually, they didn't even call it. You're not allowed to do that. But you know what? I still support our referee and the assistants. They're doing a good job. Here's Perez. Perez takes a shot, and it's off the defender. Almost went in. It had English on it. Kind of looked like one of my pool shots that I make with English on it. 7:43 left in the game. It's the Austin College Kangaroos 2. The Howard Payne University Yellow Jackets nothing. Opening night, August 31st, 2025. Can Luis Garza Rios get a hat trick, his third goal of the game? We'll know in the next 7 minutes and 24 seconds. The horse is not in the barn yet. Howard Payne will not go down easy. These are two good NCAA D3 teams competing here in Sherman on the beautiful campus of Austin College. Here's the Yellow Jackets with it now, coming up the near side of the field. They kick it down the field. One of their players chases after it. We got a whistle as it'll be the Roos ball. Clock still running, inside 7 minutes. We did go over our predicted total of 1 goal, by the way. For entertainment purposes only. No wagering, please. And the Roos have the ball. They kick it over to the left side. That's Chandler Sutherland. He kicks it back, and like I said, unless the Yellow Jackets come up and try to defend, there's no sense being aggressive. Just kick it back to the goalkeeper. Bassett with a kick down field. And he kicks it to Roos players, who now are back by the goal. The kick goes over to Justin Adukovic. Now they pass it over to the right side to Richard Perez. Perez passes it to Sutherland. Sutherland to Spencer. They center it. A couple of headers by the defenseman, but it goes to Perez. Perez kicks it to Sutherland. Sutherland to Facundo. Facundo passes it to Spencer. Spencer defended over there on the near side of the field. And it goes out of play. There's 5:34 left in the game. 2-0, the Kangaroos with the lead. Opening day. And looks like they're going to let the Yellow Jackets have the ball. Nope, it's going to be the Roos with a corner kick, I think. I can't stand up because I've got a camera in back of me looking at the scoreboard, so I got to kind of stretch. No, I don't want to get up. I'm relaxing. I mean, you can't. It's so nice to come to these games in this luxurious press box that they set us up in. Here's a kick in. Defender for the Yellow Jacks hits a header, but here are the Roos. There's the kick by Spencer. And then one of the defenders almost headed it into his own goal. Roos with the ball. Perez to Facundo. Over here on the side, and it's kicked off a defender. Now 4:32 left. A whistle. They stopped the clock at 4:29. And some substitutes coming in for Austin College. Alejandro coming in. Alejandro Baracoche into the game for the Roos. That's Alyssa's favorite player, our producer. She loves when Alejandro gets in there. She might go down there and get a selfie with him for all I know when this is over. There's a header toward the goal, saved by Adrian Vila. Vila holds the ball for Howard Payne inside the goalkeeper box. A header by Adakovic. Another header. There's a lot of headers by Austin College, and they got it to Mad Max Mundorf, who kicks it back to another player. Inside 4 minutes now. Precious time ticking away on Howard Payne. And here come the Roos on the attack. Dalen Lowe passes it down low, and it's kicked out by one of the players from Howard Payne. 3:40 left. It's the Kangaroos 2. The Yellow Jackets nothing. What a terrific game by the Roos. Taylor Gowen doing a great job with this team. So is Josue Bravo, his assistant coach, and the players. You got to have great play from the players. You just can't coach them. They got to play, and they have played. Oh! One of the Roos got shoved down, and there was no call. I guess they felt like no harm, no foul. And the kick goes downfield, and the Roos wisely kick it to goalkeeper Patrick Bassett, who quickly kicks it back in play with only 3 minutes left. And the Roos get it back. Hey, look, you got to dance with the one that brung you, and the Roos have been aggressive all game. There's no sense letting up now. 2:49 left. Bassett now is going to slow it down. Cooler heads are going to prevail now because the clock is in your favor right now if you're the Roos. There's a kick all the way downfield, a header by one of the Howard Payne players. I do want to take my cap off to Howard Payne. What a classy team they have, and what a great school Howard Payne University is too. And it's going to be a great year for Brandon McGibney. They're going to have a lot of games. You're not going to run into teams as good as this Roos team. And if you're watching the Roos for the first time, you need to let everybody know this looks like a great team this year here at Austin College. They are going to be a team to reckon with when conference starts in the SCAC. 1:54 left. The Yellow Jackets with the ball, time ticking away. 2-0 Kangaroos. There's a kick down the field, kicked back by Sam Spencer, and it goes all the way to the goalkeeper Vila. Now there's 1:35 left. So the Roos are going to win their first game of the year here on opening day. And it's not just the fact that they're going to win, it's the way they won. Playing great soccer. There's the kick by Bassett way downfield. Now we're at 1:10 left in the game. A header by the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets not giving up, I'm going to tell you that. Here they are making a move toward the goal. A header. Fielded, though, by Bassett, the goalkeeper. They're not going to score. We're inside 1 minute. Bassett's laying on top of the ball. Now he's going to get up. One of the players for Howard Payne ran down there, and Bassett just laid on it. And he rolls it in. 43 seconds left. This is Sam Spencer with it. He kicks it deep all the way to the goal, almost. A header defensively. The Roos with it. That's Sutherland. Now, the Roos take another shot, and it goes to the left of the goal. That was Alejandro Barracoche with the shot. 17 seconds left. Vila kicks it in for Howard Payne. 2-0 Roos. Inside 10 seconds. The final seconds are going to tick off the clock. One more kick by the Roos. Flies way over the fence and hits the bus for the visiting Howard Payne University Yellow Jackets. And the Roos win. The Roos win. The final score in opening day for the Austin College Kangaroo men's soccer team. Austin College 2, Howard Payne nothing. The Roos start their season at 1-0. It was 0-0 at halftime. The Roos, with 2 goals in the second half, win the game 2-0. And both goals were from Luis Garza Rios. Luis Garza Rios is our player of the game. The final score, 2-0. Austin College beats Howard Payne. And I want to thank all of you for watching. We want to thank Austin College for allowing us to do their broadcast. We thank all the coaches, the players, the athletic director at Austin College, Michelle Flander, Jeff Kelly, the sports information director. Thank you to you as well. We also want to thank Chuck Licata, who came out and helped us set up earlier from Big Daddy Sports. A special shout out to the producer tonight of this broadcast, Alyssa King, who did an unbelievable job, period. And Kaylee Smith, our camera person, who's a junior on the women's basketball team, she was awesome. I also want to thank all of our viewers, and I want to thank all the Austin College Roos fans. Once again, opening day for men's soccer at Austin College. Our final score, the Austin College Kangaroos 2, the Howard Payne Yellow Jackets nothing. I'm Bob Del Giorno for FloSports, powered by Big Daddy Media, wishing you a fond farewell. Till next time, God bless, take care, and so long, Roo fans.